So the biceps is the main muscle of supination of the forearm, but it passes in front of the elbow and also in front of the shoulder. Therefore, it flexes both joints. Helping it in flexion of the shoulder, there will be the coracobrachialis, which only passes in front of the shoulder. And helping in flexion of the elbow, there will be the brachialis, which passes only in front of the elbow. These are the muscles, again, of the front of the arm. This is the coracobrachialis. This is the short head of biceps, the long head of biceps, and deep to the biceps we have the brachialis. Between the biceps and the brachialis there is the musculocutaneous nerve, which pierces the coracobrachialis and passes between the biceps and the brachialis, and then it continues as lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. If we go lateral to the brachialis, lateral and posterior, there will be the radial nerve. So it supplies the lateral part of brachialis. That's why we say that the brachialis has double nerve supply. It is supplied by the musculocutaneous, which passes between it and biceps, and also lateral to it there is the radial nerve, lateral and posterior to it, therefore it supplies also it. That's why it has double nerve supply from the musculocutaneous and from the radial nerve. Again, when we want to make some spots of the front of this region, from above down, there is the serratus anterior and pectoralis minor, which are the muscles. Now when we go to the back of the scapular region, this is the scapula, we'll take the spine of the scapula as a landmark. This is the lateral border of the scapula, and this is the medial border of the scapula. This is the spine. To the upper border of the spine, this trapezius muscle is attached. This is the trapezius. And to the lower margin of the spine, the deltoid muscle, this is the deltoid, is attached. So, this is the spine. To its upper margin, the trapezius is attached, and its lower margin, the deltoid is attached. When I reflect the trapezius and the deltoid, the spine will become clear, and this is the infraspinous fossa with the infraspinatus muscle. This is the infraspinatus muscle. Above the spine, there will be the supraspinatus muscle. So, the spine, to its upper margin is attached the trapezius. Its lower margin is attached the deltoid. To the supraspinous fossa is attached the supraspinatus. And to the infraspinous fossa is attached the infraspinatus. When I go to the lateral border of the spine, I'll find two muscles attached. This large one, which is the teres major, and of course above it there is the teres minor. Again, the spine of the scapula, the deltoid and the trapezius. When I reflect the deltoid, the infraspinatus is seen. When I reflect the trapezius, the supraspinatus is seen. To the lateral margin of the scapula is attached the teres major and teres minor. To the medial border of the back of the scapula, there will be three muscles. And again, the spine is taken as a landmark. Opposite to the spine, to the medial border, to the back of the medial border, opposite to the spine, there is the rhomboidus minor. And below it, there is the rhomboidus major, and above it, there is the levator scapula. Therefore, attached to the lateral margin of the scapula, teres major, and above it, teres minor. Attached to the medial border of the scapula, back of the medial border, there is the rhomboidus major, rhomboidus minor, and the levator scapula. Opposite to the spine, there is the rhomboidus minor. Below, rhomboidus major, and above, levator scapula. Therefore, any major, rhomboidus or teres, the minor will be above it. Teres major, teres minor above. Rhomboidus major, rhomboidus minor above. And above,